Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't seen it, Senior Scientist just put out a new video about Bitcoin Cash and a personal prediction about where it would go in the future. If you don't know, if you haven't seen his stuff before, Senior Scientist has this tendency to delete his own videos, like either after an hour after putting them out or a day. So you can't find him on his channel anymore, but he's done a lot to educate myself and many other people on the Wyckoff distribution and the accumulation phase and the different phases of Wyckoff and its just distribution. And so it's fascinating to me. We're going to watch his video together. He's going to tell you where he thinks Bitcoin Cash is going to go, and then I have some commentary at the end here. So here we go. We're going to watch this video.
Exciting. I'm getting really excited now. Take a look at this. All right. First of all, going back to Wyckoff. I posted this on the community, so we are here. We had this spring, and look, this was predicted by people. I found a couple channels, or a channel, that, after kind of looking at this Wyckoff accumulation, so look up Wyckoff accumulation, and this is phase C. And they're anticipating this big pump. We had that in June, the end of June. And this spring is when it drops below the lows. And then it jumps up. And for the last couple months, we've been sitting in this down channel going through this test, right? That's this entire down channel. So you can run a regression tool. Here, why don't I just do all that? All right. So I'll show you kind of what I'm looking at, and maybe I'm wrong, but this is all fitting perfectly. So I'm gonna leave that top line there because it's just an extension line. I just want to keep it on there. So anyway, I'll show you what I did. So just going up here, your fib tool, not the fib tool, the regular tool here, and doing regression trend, zoink. And so this is that first pump back in June. So there's the spring. That's where it dropped down, and boom, we had this big, well, this is the spring. The whole thing is a spring. This is the test going through the trading zone. Okay, whatever, we'll just end it there. So I just ran a regression over the whole thing. You just saw that, right? So this is what it comes up with. And look, we've been within that. We had this big sell-off, all crypto had, and it came right back into it. And we've been sitting in this thing. We get a little spike there, spike there, spike there, but we finally have gone up above it. We've closed above it. Everything has been above it. Okay? Now, granted, we just dropped a little bit below it, but anyway, the point is we're above it. Okay? And we came down and we tested the top. So which was resistance, then as support. Now we're just kind of dropping in. This is just a correction. If you follow Elliott, I believe this is either ABC or WXY. I don't even know that. I mean, the difference is like micro. And Elliott wave, I try not to get too hung up on it. I think a lot of it is subjective. The more I look into it, my personal opinion. But there's some merit to it. I just think counting waves and all that kind of stuff can get a little bit subjective. But it does seem like we have sort of a, B, and then this is C, and you want it to come down below this low, right? So that's good. And if you look, this is actually following perfectly, entering the golden. So now I'm checking the fib tool, right? And we'll go from this low here up to this high. And look, it's just kissing the 618. That's the golden pocket, right? And so what I think is happening now is that we are ending the test. We just came above this little support line, and now we're going to be going up. We're going to be going up. So I think this is within the next few days, my guess is. Timing, who knows, right? But my guess is that we do something like this now. Maybe up to here. Boom, boom. Like I think we're gonna be climbing higher and higher, and then maybe come back like this. So, this is up here already at 300. So I think we'll see little pullbacks here and there, but this is my guess. So I think we did the A, B, C. We come out of that, we get above this high here. That's somewhere maybe around 230, 237. And I think we get above into that 260 range, 300 range, and actually, I think from the 300 we're going to get above that previous high of that 320. But then I think we're going all the way. I think within this month, September, my guess is just a guess. Okay, so timing, who knows, right? But my guess is we'll probably be closer to the 420-ish range. And I think you can get there because let's assume this is the low now. So this is where, we can speculate using fib. But again, it's not set in stone, right? So fib, we could go from this high roughly to about that low. So if that's the low, we can go to the 1618. 1618 is usually, from what I understand, where the next wave would top out at. So that's about 430, 434 or so. So that's probably where we head up after, come up here to the 329-ish, and then maybe have a minor pullback, and then probably go up here, and then I think we'll have a bigger pullback, and then go up again, right? And that's going to be this here. So we get here above that high. That's like the 430. Come back down. And then it's up here, and the real wealth is built in phase E. That's my guess. And could be wrong, right? I mean, but look how this all fits that regression and how we're out of it. That's what I think is really exciting. Like that, I don't know what to do with that other than the fact that we're out of it, following Wyckoff. And if you haven't been watching my videos that I don't have up anymore, then you might be a little lost. But listen, if you haven't read Wyckoff, you're at a loss. So you just, Google Wyckoff accumulation. Oh, sorry, I'm doing some work in my office here. But if you just do Wyckoff accumulation and look it up yourself. Okay, so you just go to this thing here, Chart School. You can read about Wyckoff. He's a titan in the industry, and go down. This is the accumulation phase, and you can read about each one of these phases. So there's a few different ones, but he detailed all this in the 1920s or something. And again, the real wealth is built in phase E. We're down here, guys. We're down here. So you're worried about your investment? I'm not. And I've got a lot of my personal savings invested in this thing. If I could put more in, I would. In fact, been saying all along, I plan on buying until about 1600 because that's this peak here. It's about 1600 there. Well, we're still in phase D at that point. Again, the real wealth is built in phase E. That's my opinion. This is not financial advice. What I've learned is these some pretty big swings. Man, I'm down thousands of dollars right now. So, but am I stopping? No. Nope. In fact, I just bought more. That's me personally. All right. Anyway. Peace.
Okay, so I think Senior Scientist did a great job of explaining things. I love how he teaches us about the Wyckoff distribution and accumulation phases that we're basically in. And I certainly hope his predictions come true and that we kind of break above the support level that we're at and we hit the $300, $400 mark for sure. I think that would be awesome for us to see. When it comes to an $8,000 price prediction, I think we're really going to have to wait until the bull market to get there. And that's 16 months away probably before we'd even see that kind of price action. But if we did, think about this, that is almost a 40x from where we are right now, a 40x, which would be incredible gains for Bitcoin Cash holders. Now, if you are a BCHG trust holder, your gains are going to be even better because of the premiums that come into play. So if BCH does a 40x, it's fairly likely that BCHG could do a 60x or even an 80x, depending on where we're at and how hot things are in the bull market at a certain stage. So just keep that in mind. That would be a pretty amazing achievement if we do that. In terms of the near-term price action, like senior scientist said, we can't predict where things are going to go in the near term or even in the long term, really. Except for generalities about the bull market and that cycle. But in the short and medium term, it's hard for us to predict. There are a lot of people that do technical analysis or TA on crypto and Bitcoin Cash in particular. Cesar Gets Crypto is a great channel to follow. If you're interested in getting TA information on Bitcoin Cash, he covers that quite a bit, and he does a great job. But in terms of where things move, none of us knows for sure. But it would be amazing if senior scientist was correct and that we are potentially heading towards a $300 mark, back to a $300 mark, mind you, because we had reached $300 just a couple months ago, and then we fell down. Dropped below 200. So it'd be great for us to get back there, and it would be great for us to shoot past 300 and get onto a $400 plus price range. And I think that is feasible for us. I think by doing that, we put ourselves in a great position for the bull market. The closer we can get to $1,000 before the bull market, the better position we're going to be in. Like if we, for example, right now, let's say we're hovering around $200. Our max price prediction, if we enter the bull market at $200, we're probably only looking at a $3,000, maybe a $5,000 Bitcoin Cash. But if we get up to a $400 mark, then $5,000 to $8,000 is probably our range as to where we could peak out. If we can get to $500-$600, man, $10,000 could be in the target zone for us in the bull market. Anyway, I just want to make this video and just provide some commentary. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, go subscribe to Senior Scientist. Like I said, he has a tendency to take down his videos, within an hour or within a day or so after he releases them. So you never know how long they're going to be around. But he's a great person to follow. So subscribe to his channel and give him a like on his videos and leave a comment to let him know that you support the work he's doing to educate us all on everything. Anyway, hope this helps. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next one.